Good morning, guys. I got Ebby back and I've put her on a lead now. It's these loud bangs, she doesn't like them. She hates fireworks, doors slamming, anything like that. So I'm just got her on a lead and I've had to put my boots back on because I had to go and run and the ground is cold and you know, you have to be very careful where you're putting your feet. So, Ebby, I don't know. Anyway, look at this sky today. Now, I think this is the first time in a long time that I've seen it this shade of blue. It's still not the deep blue that I remember from my, you know, my past. There's planes up there that are not actually leaving trails, which is nice. A beautiful star, wonderful sun that is just beaming down, and I'm just holding my face. It's let's get the doofer. Yeah, 7:44. Sunrise was at 5:50 today, so way past the safe period. Although in winter, generally, the UV levels are 0 anyway, so you should always check them before you go on your walk, something I didn't do today. So, and today is, I think I'll just sit down here. Let's see, the snow's still here. Today is, a lot of people are celebrating something that I don't think they clearly know what it really is. Easter or Ishtar. And let me put my bag on my shoulder. And you got all wrapped up in it now, Ebby. Yeah. And we do all of this celebrating of lots of things and put our energy into it and all the rest of it, and I'm not sure that we really know what it is we're celebrating. We just do it and we pass on that to our children, because on these celebration days what we actually do is give our children lots of chocolate, lots of things that they actually really enjoy, so that it becomes something they look forward to. And David Icke has done, I love these ladies' earrings. Let's see, they're all, bless them, bless you, you're lovely, you're beautiful. Yeah, David Icke has done much research into the celebrations that we do and their historic kind of pathways, if you like. And I mean, some may believe his conclusions and others may not, because first off, we are all entitled to our own beliefs. I mean, I can remember when my children were little, Hannah and Catherine, I'd got Faye and Jim and they were older. Hannah and Catherine were young, and they actually believed in Father Christmas. And yes, it was me that instilled that in them, because, you know, to have your children, look at those little birds up there, aren't they beautiful? To have your children believe in Father Christmas was wonderful, because there was all the excitement of it and the rewards of it as well. And I remember they were very young. Maybe Hannah was 5 and Catherine was 6. There's only 18 months between them. Not even that, I don't think. 14. And we went to my sister Grace's house. And what had happened, it was around Christmas, maybe 2 days before Christmas, I think. And my Hannah and Catherine, Hannah especially, was very upset because people had told her she was stupid to believe in Father Christmas. There was no such person. And, you know, Hannah was very upset. And I can remember thinking at the time, you know, okay, she's had a wonderful time believing in Father Christmas. But here she is now. And she said to me, you know, Mummy, is Father Christmas real? And I thought, well, yes, he is real. He's real in the imagination of so many children. And as people who've watched my videos will know, I don't think there's much difference between the imagination and reality. In fact, I think imagination creates reality. So, do you understand what I mean? Anyway, we went to my sister Grace's house. Oh, I don't know if you saw it, but I did. Oh my God, there was a huge bird there. I don't know if it was the buzzard again. Was it a buzzard? Wow, look at all this wood. Anyway, we went to my sister Grace's house, and we went with some other friends who lived across the road from us, and their children who were the same ages. Well, one was a year younger than Hannah, but the others were same age as Catherine. So there's 4 children there now. And we were having a lovely time. And at about 11 o'clock, we told the children, in fact it was Christmas Eve, we told the children sorry, not Christmas Eve, the 23rd. We told the children, as we were staying there the night, to go on upstairs. Because at the time, I was a bit of a, you know, like to drink, if you know what I mean. And didn't like to drink in front of my children necessarily. So they went off up to bed. And about half an hour later, it goes there, so it goes under the railway track. Hello, beautiful water. We love you. Yeah, about half an hour later, there was a knock at the door and the sound of sleigh bells. Well, I said to my sister Grace, I said, who's that? She says, well, I've no idea. So we went to the door, and standing at the door was Father Christmas. And 3 of his elves. And he had a piano. And Grace's husband had arranged for this piano to be delivered to her by his friends in the fire service. So, you know, we're kind of laughing, and then we hear the noise, and I look up, and you can see all 4 children kind of sitting there with their mouths wide open, you know, not wanting to move. And I kind of indicated to Grace and everything. So she carried on the kind of, oh, Father Christmas, please come in, and all this. And Hannah and Catherine, well, and the other 2 children, Colin and Michelle, were just so, you know, it was like, because they'd actually been talking about it, whether Father Christmas was real or not. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you kind of think to yourself, were you right to promote that kind of lie? Or do we even know it's a lie? Where does it come from? What does it mean? What is it that we are instilling in our children, and we are getting our children to celebrate. And we are getting our children to celebrate, and we have no idea. You know, these could be satanic rituals for all we care. And in fact, many people say Satan and Santa, you know, Easter and Ishtar. I don't know. But I think it all comes down to your own responsibility. You know, a lot of times human beings, we are sheep. We really are. We follow the leader. We do the most ridiculous things. And if you were to step outside the box or step outside your own persona and look at things, you'd think, oh my word, what on earth am I doing? We have no idea, guys, no idea at all. So today is Good Friday, and I've always wondered why it should be called Good Friday. There was another of those bangs, but she's okay. I'm trying to get her used to just being out with the bangs close to me so she feels secure. Yeah, we really do have no idea, guys, what we're doing most of the time. We just follow the trends, the fashion, the ideology, the herd, really. All of us, me as well, all of us. And there'll be lots of people today who will be very, very grateful, because what the they people do is they give us days off. And as we know, well, I'm now aware wholeheartedly that we operate in this slavery system. You know, to have a day off, it's like bow down, touch the floor, kiss the boss's feet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh dear. So Easter becomes a time that people have really nice memories of. I have lovely memories of Christmas as a child. Absolutely wonderful memories of Christmas as a child. And, you know, having this wonderful food. Because I'm one of 6 children. My mum and dad both worked. They worked very hard. A midwife and a construction teacher. But like on Sunday, when because I come from a Christian family. My father was a spiritualist. But he was also a Scottish Presbyterian. And I don't know if many of you know about Scottish Presbyterians, but, well, I won't say anything, but, come on. I don't know where Honey is now. This is just ridiculous. Oh, here she is. Where's your ball, Honey? So, say for Sunday dinner, which was always a family day, and I think it's fair to say that that was true of the whole of England. Well, in most homes, Sunday was a day for the family. You would have a traditional meal, a roast if you could afford it, and you know, the family would just do things together. I loved Sundays. I just loved Sundays. But even on those days, you know, my mum was one of these women, or I think she grew up with the belief that she was, age 16 in the war, at the beginning of the war years, or whatever. She was born in 1926, I think. You know, she was of the belief that food and all of this was not something to be wasted, because of all of the propaganda that had been shoved down their throats during the war. Dig for victory and, you know, all that malarkey, and make your food spread, you know, feed our soldiers, not yourself, and rubbish like that. So, anyway, we would have for our Sunday dinner, our first course would be a thick cut sliced piece of bread. And bread was actually different then. You know, you cut it yourself with a knife, for example. And onto that would be poured gravy. And all of us would have this to begin with. And we loved it, bread and gravy. And then we would have the Sunday dinner, excuse me, which would often be, you know, a small, very, very small amount of chicken. Because the chicken had to do for the next day for chicken and chips, and also for soup, you know. So you would get a taste of chicken, but then plenty of vegetables, plenty of potato, Yorkshire pudding, and lashings of gravy, homemade gravy. My goodness, we didn't know what instant Bisto gravy mix was in those days, thankfully. And there was really, at Easter and Christmas, these 2 days, you know, Easter Sunday and Christmas Day, the dinner was different. Do you know what I mean? There was no bread and gravy to begin with. You would have a slice of it. It was normally chicken. A slice of this lovely chicken. And, you know, things like stuffing and sauce, cranberry sauce or orange sauce. So all of these days were really created by the they people and the powers that were at the time to make you really enjoy the day, look forward to it. These were days of happiness, of family gatherings, of, you know, then you would go and see grandparents and they would give you a little Easter egg, or you'd go on an Easter egg hunt in their garden, and they weren't like chocolate eggs. You know, they'd be hard-boiled eggs, normally with white shells that had been painted. It was just lovely, guys. And so because you have this kind of really happy memory of celebration, it's all about celebration. Everything is to do with being around family, no work, enjoyment. So we are contributing to the energy, the global energy, of something we don't even understand. We really don't. One of my friends years ago decided that as everything at Christmas was so expensive, she was going to do it on a different day. You know, and everybody was like, what do you mean you're going to do it on a different day? How can you do that? That's not fair to your kids. Oh God, aren't we stupid? Look at this tree. This tree is just so beautiful. Well, Ebby, I haven't done much barefoot walking today, have I? Absolutely gorgeous. So, let's go and have a look over the field, shall we? And then I'd better go. Get on with what I need to do. I think I'll put Ebby back in the car. I've even brought my glass to have some more water. I'm just feeling so positive, so aware of my emotions, so aware of when I can feel this negative side of me kicking in, and I can stop it. It's fantastic. I feel so so much more in control of me, of this robot, and of how this robot behaves. Yeah. Oh, son. So, what can I say? I am just so happy to see a beautiful blue sky. We've actually got a few clouds. Whether they're real clouds or not, I don't know. But, yeah. So, whatever you do today, guys, enjoy it. And really, the one thing I think we should get from this is we don't need to be allocated days to enjoy ourselves with our loved ones. We don't need to be allocated days to give our loved ones gifts or embraces or hugs or words, you know, cards. They are just full of words. No. We can make every day a celebration, and we actually should. Every day we should celebrate, or I should, not necessarily you, celebrate just being alive at this time. Just being alive at this time and having those people we love surrounding us. And they don't need to be. My mum's in Ireland right now. I can still feel her love, you know, and I send my love to her. I don't necessarily have to ring and say, "Hi mum, I love you." No, I can actually do that just with my thoughts. And if we send that love out to them, honestly, they will receive it. They will receive it. So, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to have a celebration in my mind of how wonderful it is to be alive on this day. And not just this day, every day. And every day I want to make the people of this planet aware of the love that is there for them. So, to each and every one of you, whether you're listening to this or not, I send love. Absolute, pure love. And have a great day. So, from Ebby and Honey and some boots, keep looking up, guys, because it's a beautiful sky. It really, really is. And it is the only way to look. And remember to enjoy life, live it. It is exactly why you're here. And not just at Easter, not just at Christmas, every day. Right. Let's go, girls. Bye.